God gave me is too powerful. What God gave me is too anointed. What God gave me is too valuable for me to let you make me get rid of it. I've been through too much for me to break now what God gave me. Stayed up too many nights for me to break what God gave me now. Cried too many tears for me to break what God gave me now. And I'm here to let you know that some things are broken at our own hands because of our frustration, because of our disappointment, because of our pain, because of our hurt. It'll make us break stuff without thinking. Moses is a human and he breaks the tablets. But I'm so glad that God understood Moses, because he could have killed Moses for breaking the tablets of stone. But God showed us through Moses that he's the God of a second chance. And I wonder here tonight if there's anybody who's not ashamed to stand to your feet and witness. I've done some crazy things. I've done some stupid stuff. And I allowed people and I allowed situations to make me mess some stuff up. I broke some stuff because I was mad. I broke some stuff because I was hurt and I wasn't thinking, but I acted out of my emotions. But I'm so glad that the God I serve is a God of a second chance. I'm so glad he didn't kill me when he probably could have, but he gave me another chance. Throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. If you're excited about one more chance, then everybody say, oh yeah, oh yeah. Is there anybody here who can witness to the fact that you did some crazy stuff, but God looked beyond those faults and saw everything that you needed? When I was broken, I did some foolish things and I broke up things as a result of what was going on internally, and I acted out and I lashed out because of my brokenness, out of my hurt and out of what I saw. I didn't do it like I should have. Maybe I shouldn't have messed it up. Maybe I shouldn't have broke the tablets, but I was hurt and I was broken. I was broken in spirit. I was broken in my mind because I felt like they hadn't just betrayed me, but they had betrayed God. And I love God too much to stand around and let somebody betray the God I serve. I don't know about you tonight, but I love God too much to let anybody talk down about God. He's been too good. He's been too kind. He's been too faithful for you to talk about God in a negative way. And so the Bible says that after he breaks the tablets, the people get upset, don't know what to do. Moses grinds up the calf, turns it into dust, boils it in some water, and says, now drink it. And he makes them drink what the people thought were going to give them satisfaction. Well, God gets angry. In chapter 33, Moses talks to God. He doesn't know what else to do. And I like Moses because even though he's broken, he makes his way to the tent. Where better place to be but in the presence of God? When you're broken, Moses talks to God and God talks back to Moses. God says, you're my friend and I'm going to do what you need me to do. It is there that Moses goes through a mending transformation. The Bible says that God talks to Moses and says, I'll cut them off. I won't go with them. I'll destroy them if I have to. But Moses speaks speaks to him and says, Lord, if you don't go, we will not make it. We need your presence. We need your glory. And God speaks to him and says, I'm going to let you see, not my face, but I'll let you see my hind parts. I'm going to put you in the crack of the mountain. And when my glory goes past, I'm going to let you see the backside of my glory. Then he looks at him and tells him, I'm going to give him some grace. You look in chapter 33, because that's where we see God's picture of grace. This is the fourth time. Grab your neighbor's hand and tell them, neighbor, I have a space of grace. Oh my God, look at somebody else and tell them, neighbor, I have a space of grace. I acted stupid in chapter 32 because I was hurt and because I was broken and I broke the tablets. But in chapter 33 is where I met God. And when I met him, he told me that there was grace for my actions. Oh my God. I wonder tonight, does anybody know about the space of grace? Oh, you ought to say yes. It was grace that brought me safe this far. It's grace that leads me on. Grace taught my heart to fear. Grace, my fears believe. Somebody say, the Bible says that after Moses met God in the tent or the tabernacle, that God blessed him. The people were afraid because when Moses came out, he didn't look like he did. When he went in, the people were stripped. They didn't know what to do. Their shame had made them afraid. But God dealt with Moses in chapter 33 and put Moses back together so that when we get to 34, chapter 34 and verse number 1 says, Moses, I want you to go again and get 2 more tablets and take them back up to the mountaintop. And I'm going to write on them what I intended to write on them before. Moses, I wanted you to know that you can live beyond the broken. I know in chapter 32 you were broken. The people were broken. The tablets were broken. But in 33 you met me on the mountain in a crevice, and my glory came back. And whenever the glory shows up, that which is broken can be mended. That which is sick can be healed. That which is out can be brought in. That which is fragmented can be whole. That which is down can be raised. That which is yoked can be freed. Is there anybody who knows for yourself that the glory of the Lord can fill this place? Lift your hands and say, Lord, send your glory. Lord, send your glory. After the glory, Moses gets the word. Pick up those tablets. Go back up to the mountain, because I'm going to write what I intended to write before you broke them the first time. Well, on Monday night, it took me all that time to tell you that you may be like Moses in chapter 32, but there is a chapter 33, and that's where God can speak to you. And so now